earlier this week, the activist group McCallum Capital Management, Legion Partners Holdings, Anchor Advisors, and 410 Capital sent their proxy statement to shareholders, including that narrowed board nomination done, quote, in absence of meaningful progress towards a resolution. The revised proxy campaign does nominate 5 to Kohl's board, aiming to unseat 5 current members, including the chair. The letter noted historical underperformance, saying it will continue unless there is a refreshed board that becomes elected. Kohl's has a website dedicated to its side, stating, quote, the activist investors campaign threatens Kohl's momentum and calls out a stock price up 170% from the time it detailed its strategy in October to early March. Further, the retailer says, quote, Kohl's board outmatches activist investors' nominees and key skills. The company points out to CNBC, S&P increased its outlook for its debt to stable from negative just on Wednesday. Joining me now is one of those activists, Jonathan Duskin, CEO of McCallum Capital Management. He is also one of the 5 nominees for the Kohl's board. Jonathan, thanks so much for joining me. There's been so much action, but one of the latest moves is a meeting, I understand, that you had with Kohl's CEO Michelle Goss earlier this week. What happened? Did you guys make any progress?
We had a wonderfully constructive conversation. And if I could just take one step back, Brian characterized this as a fight. It's really not a fight. We're the company's largest shareholder, and we're really here to help the company. It's a good company. We think we can help it become a great company. We have excellent nominees. We'll get a chance to talk about that. But this was a conversation between Michelle and I to spend some more time discussing our views about the business. And honestly, we have a lot more in common than we don't. And, I think it was a very productive conversation, and we really focused on the business and what we can do to make this a great company.
So if you're aligned towards ultimate goals here, why did you then decline to meet with the board of directors? Kohl's said as much in a preliminary statement, a preliminary proxy statement that they filed this morning.
Well, that wasn't entirely accurate, Courtney. What I said was I think that the board needed to do some more work in terms of understanding what the shareholders wanted. These campaigns really come down to what the shareholders want. We're one shareholder, one of many. We're large, but obviously there's another 90-something% that own stock. And I think it was really important that the board had an outreach program to the existing shareholders to hear what we believe they're going to hear, to hear what pretty much we've been saying. And we think most of the shareholders are aligned with what we're saying. And the board had, I don't believe, done that. And so I felt like it wasn't there was a better opportunity to have that conversation a little bit further down the road once they gained some more information and some more insights about how their shareholders were viewing this. Some of the things they say about their momentum or how much the stock is up, misleading, right? The stock is up from the absolute COVID lows. Momentum is really the economy opening. If you want to look back on any kind of time frame, 1, 3, 5, 10, even 20 years, the stock has underperformed rather dramatically, and the results have been down dramatically. You've been down 44%. When if you look back to 2001, March of 2001, the stock was at $50, give or take where it was when we launched our campaign. So we thought it was more appropriate for the board to actually do some outreach to shareholders and really hear what their constituents had to say, and then we could come back and hopefully have a more constructive conversation.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.